Right, we're gonna check out a clutch that just hatched out worth $10,000. Hey, what's going on everyone? Nick with Renowned Reptiles here. You read it right. We're gonna check out a clutch that just hatched out worth $10,000. Insane, right? And I'm gonna show you why they are worth so much money. Also, I have two other clutches that just hatched out that are pretty incredible too. We're gonna check out some of the cool things that came out of those pairings in this video. I hope you all are staying safe out there. Lots of things going on here. We just had clutch number 13 laid today. Looks like we're gonna have confirmed 23 clutches, probably around 30 this year, which is more than I had previously anticipated. So that's just fantastic. I'm not getting murdered on odds like I was last year with getting all males. I'm having nice ratios, favorable odds, so I can't complain. This season's been fantastic. Can't wait to share it with all of you. Let's go check out the awesome babies from those other two pairings that I mentioned before we check out the $10,000 clutch. Here we go, guys. Let's get it. All right, so like I said, before we jump into the $10,000 clutch, we're gonna check out some other babies that just hatched out, had their first sheds, and are ready to try take a whack at eating. So first up, really simple, but I love the way just straight albinos look fresh out of the egg. The contrast is really high, they look really clean, and I don't think they ever look as good into adulthood as they do when they first come out of the egg. So this first one up is just an albino. Let's see if we can get it to focus. It's just an albino, really high contrast, really nice eyes. Yeah, really like them. I think lavender albino is gaining more popularity, but just the good old classic albino, still really nice. All right, so next up from the same clutch, we have almost the full potential of what we could have gotten. And I don't think I've ever hit the full combo. I've made this pairing, I think 3 years in a row and never hit the full thing, which would be a pastel GHI albino. I've hit the GHI albino several times. This is the first time I've hit the GHI albino female. I don't think I'm gonna hold her back, we'll see. But more than likely this girl will be up on my MORPH market page. So let's check her out. She's being a little shy here. But this is a GHI albino female. So the same red eyes, a little more yellow than it is orange like you saw in the other hatchling. But really cool side patterns, still the nice high contrast. Those alien heads are crazy, super busy. Still got the glowing pretty red eyes. And yeah, it's a nice little female to have in your collection. So more than likely she'll be available and up on my MORPH market page after she's got a few meals in her, but she just had her first shed all set up in her new tub, and I'm gonna offer her food either tomorrow or the next day. So this next clutch that I want to share with you literally just hatched out. No one's shed yet. They haven't even gone into blue. They are fresh babies. So cool thing is, no normals were possible because of the pairing. And the pairing was a hypo black pastel Mojave male to a hypo female. So at minimum, we have hypos. And then we have the breakdown for that. So there's black pastel hypos, there's Mojave hypos, and then the full-blown combo potential is the black pastel Mojave Hypo. I already have the male who's up for sale on my MORPH market page right now, and I have two of his daughters growing up. These are also possible het G-stripe. I didn't really put that in the description because I'm still trying to prove it all out. Long story, have to save it for another video, but they are possible het G-stripe. So first, I'll grab a hypo. So hypomelanism is lacking pigment. And so they're much lighter, no blacks, no deep blacks. Hypo or ghost, as it's commonly referred to in ball pythons. In most other species, a ghost is an xanthic hypo, but for some reason in ball pythons, they call hypos ghosts. So it's a little confusing when you cross over to other genetics. So if you see something that says true ghost, it is because it is the double recessive xanthic hypo. But here's the start. Next up, I'm going to grab, here is a little black pastel hypo. Really cool colors on this. There's surprisingly a lot of reds come out from this combo. I guess all the blacks kind of mute the reds. But once you pull some of the blacks out of the black pastel, there's a lot of red undertones, which is a cool base when you're starting other things. The hypo black pastel clowns are sick. And so this is a start in that direction. Pretty cool. We've got several of these available, males and females. Alright, so next up, I only got one of these in the clutch that hatched out, surprisingly enough, but that's because most of them were the full-blown combo. I have several of those, but this next one is a Mojave Hypo. I especially like this combo. I like the dorsal stripe, I like the yellowing of the dorsal stripe, I like the caramel colors that run along the side. Let's see if I can get it to focus on the snake and not me. There we go. Yeah, so I really like Hypo Mojaves. They grow up, they age nicely. Just a really nice snake, and they're very varied when they come out. They all look a little bit different. Some more solid dorsal striping, reduced alien heads, a little more spaced out. These ones seem pinched and condensed, but there's a lot of them, and the dorsal stripe is broken. So little variables when they come out as babies, but I really like just the simple Hypo Mojave. All of these will be available. Alright, and lastly, the full-blown combo, which is the Hypo Black Pastel Mojave, as earlier mentioned. And these combos are also very variable as well. Most black pastel hypos look generally the same, but the Mojaves seem to differ a lot, and I think that has a lot to do with how these two turned out. So I'm going to put these, try to keep them side by side in my hand, and we'll get them to zoom in on that. So these are the full-blown Hypo Black Pastel Mojaves, and as you can see, this one has bigger alien heads, bigger patterns along the side, where this one, they're very pushed up and condensed, almost like a line down the side versus actual full alien heads. So variables within this combo as well, but I have 3 that will be available for these, males and females. And I incredibly like this combo. I can show you right now what they look like as an adolescence, and that's beautiful. So let me grab a sub-adult. Actually, they're adults. Let me grab an adult for you, show you how these age. All right, so this is an adult female, possibly gravid, bred to my clown pied male. If she goes, that would be sick. We'll have black pastel Mojave, triple het hypo clown pieds. But this is how they age. Really beautiful, nice grays, bright yellow striping. I really like almost how they look as adults, even more than the babies. But this is the same combo as the babies that were just in my hand. This is a Hypo Black Pastel Mojave. Gorgeous animal, beautiful. Highly recommend picking these up. Very cool. All right, let's not waste any more time. Let's go check out the $10,000 clutch. Let's get it. Guys, here it is, the $10,000 clutch. The pairing was a pastel pied female to a clown pied male, guaranteeing every single baby was at minimum a pied het for clown. Now, on average, these snakes go for about $1,000. There were 10 eggs in the clutch, all 10 babies hatched. I believe, let's do a little count here, I believe there were 3 pastel pieds. And the rest were regular pieds, all 100% het for clown. And we got fantastic ratios as far as sexes go. Good mix of males and females. And what I love the most is that these are all medium to low white pieds. The highest white pied, I think, is this guy. So I would say this is a medium to high almost, but as you can see, most of these are medium to low, which is absolutely gorgeous. My favorite type of pied ball python. The difference, as you can see, between the normal and the pastel, most prevalent being the pattern. As you can see, there's a lot of speckling, graniting in the pastel, where this one, it's a lot darker on the sides without. And the other tell is, let's see if we can see it under the light here, is that blushing spot right on top of the head of the pastel, right above my finger that you can see wrapped up in the snake. You can see a little bit of blushing on the head. That's also a telltale sign of pastel, where the normal pied will not have that. Just a nice solid dark head, as you can see. But like I said, there's 10 snakes in here, all pied, 100% het for clown. Minimum, I'm going to hold back 2 females. The rest will be for sale. So because of the pairing, doing visual recessive to visual recessive, I guaranteed only visual recessives, thus spiking the value of this clutch way up. Not too complex if you think about it, and they're all just pieds, but the breeding, the power pack potential of having a visual recessive and a het in there is just phenomenal. These snakes are beautiful. Looking at a tub of pieds, I've never hatched out this many pieds, only 1 or 2 here in a clutch. This was a great clutch to have come out of the eggs for me, and I love just looking at the pattern all crisscrossed over each other and just kind of the aberrant differences within piebald. So again, this is the $10,000 clutch. Super excited. As you can see, high quality, power packed with genetics, great to add in any collection. This is why these snakes are so valuable. Alright guys, that wraps up my most expensive clutch that's ever hatched out at Renowned Reptiles. $10,000 in one clutch. Believe me, if you stick to your guns and you keep working hard, it'll come for you too. So, again, I appreciate all of you watching. Thank you for clicking. If you enjoyed this, scroll back, watch some more videos. There'll be some more suggestions here at the end of the video. Either way, I appreciate it. Hit that like button. Remember to subscribe. And until next time, peace.